All right. Year two preview. The standard is set. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to another DNS address. Year one is officially complete. The trophies have been handed out. The final rankings are locked in. Ohio State stood alone as the national championship. Congrats to the Buckeyes for finishing that job. But here in the DNS Dynasty, the focus has already shifted. Year one built the foundation. Year two will show us which programs are ready to become dynasties. Let's get into it. The final word on year one. The DNS Dynasty finished its first season with conference championships, bowl trophies, national award winners, All Americans, and a college football playoff appearance. 3 programs finished the season nationally ranked. Number 13, South Florida. Completed one of the greatest seasons in the entire dynasty so far. 12 victories, an American Conference Championship, college football playoff appearance, multiple All-Americans, and some of the most decorated football players in college football. Coach Mertz raised the standard. Now comes the difficult part, doing it again. Number 16, Georgia Southern. Coach Bennett completed his first season with 11 wins in a Boca Raton Bowl. Georgia Southern established a physical identity, finished among the best teams in the country, and enters year two with championship expectations. The Eagles are no longer building quietly. Everybody knows they're coming. Number 20, Troy. Troy finished year one with 12 victories in a Myrtle Beach Bowl Championship. Gavin Griffin finished as a Heisman finalist. The Trojans reached the Sun Belt Championship game, and Coach Burnett built one of the most explosive offenses in the dynasty. Troy enters year two ranked, maybe? Respected, and very much in a championship conversation. Year two begins, though. The records are gone. Everybody's back to zero. Last year's rankings don't guarantee this year's success. Last year's bowls are only a single game win. And last year's struggles do not have to follow anyone into the new season. Year two begins and brings new players, new recruits, new rivalries, and new opportunities. Some teams will be trying to defend championships. Some will be trying to take to the next step. And some are looking for a complete reset. This is what makes this season dangerous. Everybody has something to prove. The big questions. Can Georgia Southern turn 11 wins into a conference championship run? Can South Florida return to the playoffs? Can Troy finish the job in the Sun Belt? Can Old Dominion defend its championship conference crown? Can Georgia Tech build on its dominant postseason finish? Can Central Michigan carry its bowl momentum into a stronger regular season? Can Texas State turn close losses into wins? And which program is ready to become the surprise story of year two? Those answers will not come from preseason talk. They will come from recruiting, preparation, communication, and playing the games. The year two standard, though. Year one proved that this dynasty can work. Year two must prove that it can grow. Play your games, communicate with your opponents, respect the league, represent your program, and understand that every result becomes part of the story. This community is not built by one coach. It's built by everyone who shows up and competes. The standard's been established. Now it's time to raise it. Ohio State may have finished year one as a national championship. Georgia Southern may have finished 16th. South Florida may have finished 13th. Troy may have finished 20th. Those accomplishments are now part of the history of DNS. But history doesn't win year two. Everything starts again. New season, new pressure, new opportunity, and a new chance for every coach to build something permanent. Year one was the foundation, boys. Year two is where repetition and reputations are made. Welcome back to the DNS Dynasty and the Department of Natural Selection. You select, we collect, built, not given.